I know Dave Wagner from years ago. We were on the Big Brother, Big Sister board for Venango, Clearing, and Forest counties. I started working with Dave May of 2021, and it was just a breath of fresh air. He is such a wonderful employer. He is so good to his staff. When I first started here, I was just amazed of how involved he was in the community. You know, just a leadership in the civic and just volunteering. That's just amazed me.
David is very active through Rotary and other ways, so many different aspects, fundraising, connecting services to each other. I work with community services as well, and so we've worked together to make sure that programs don't fall through the cracks. We've worked together on some of his mission trips. I have never gone to Haiti, but I've helped him raise money and to put things together and to advertise that, to talk to others about what he does there. But him going there, performing services, you don't often think about the quality of life that comes with eye care, whether it be glasses or treating of eye diseases, things that they don't have in Haiti very often. And so a wide range, not just what you might think of as community services, but really our community as a whole. And that's what Dave's about. Everything he does, whether it's at church or internationally or in his business or in the community, is really about building community. He's passionate about that.
Dr. Wagner's involvement in the community goes clear up to the Pennsylvania legislature. He is working tirelessly to get legislation in place that will require children to get vision screenings earlier, because the sooner that children get screened, the better they'll do in school. I just personally like to thank Dr. Wagner for assisting with my son most of all. Without Dr. Wagner's assistance, his schoolwork would have deteriorated and he would have been diagnosed incorrectly as ADHD. So I look up to Dr. Wagner and all that he does for our children. As someone that comes from a mental health background, I think it's very important for children to get diagnosed correctly. And so he assisted my family a lot in that process by doing that for my son.
When Susan first asked me to speak about Dave, Dr. Wagner, I thought, what am I going to speak about? And one thing that came to my mind is I'm just going to speak from the heart. Because that's who Dave is. Dave does everything in his life from his heart. Dave has been very instrumental in Rotary. He's served as president, vice president, chairman of so many different projects that we've had. Rotary took on the project of the Christmas tree in Town Square in Oil City. And it was a rather very hard project for us to pull together. It took a lot of energy, a lot of people came together to pull that together. In chairing that at first, pulled it together, it was probably 3 or 4 years that I was able to chair it. It was time for me to step down and have another chairman come on. Dave was the very first one to say, I got this. So he stepped up, and as you can see, Town Square is beautiful each year at Christmas time. It gets better and better and more beautiful every year. And that is 100% Dave and his vision and everything that he has for our community.
Through his 19 years of service on the advisory committee with Youth Connection, Dr. Wagner has had a hand in helping the program serve 781 matches, helping local youth dare to dream, make a positive connection, know someone cares about them. So on behalf of them, I say thank you for all your effort and a well-deserved honor.